Well, those of you who've been following Ludmilla and Vasily's shooting adventures know that we are a serious pair of Mauser sluts going way back. We have probably a couple of dozen of them in various forms, but one that's always been missing from our collection is an Israeli Mauser, or at least a Mauser that ended up in Israel. This is a Czechoslovakian post-World War II creation. The beautiful VZ24 model, considered by many to be the greatest Mausers ever made. And at the end of the war, a number of those were cobbled together from leftover parts from Germany's conquest of the Czech arms industry. And then the Czechs started remaking them for their own purposes, featuring that magnificent rampant lion crest that you saw at the beginning of the clip. At the same time as the Israelis were waging their war of independence, they were desperately scouring the world for arms of any kind. And Czechoslovakia was one of the few countries that was willing to sell arms to Israel. So a great many of these ended up being shipped over by licit and illicit means to Palestine for use in 1947-48. I would estimate that this gun was produced around 47. And then when Israel had established itself as a state and was increasingly integrating itself with the Western alliance system in the early 1950s, NATO was moving to a standardized cartridge, which is, of course, in European parlance, 7.62x51, more familiarly known in the civilian market as 308 Winchester, except, as many of you know, it is not a good idea or safe to fire the identically configured 308 Winchester cartridge in a gun built for 7.62x51. Anyway, in Israel, at one of the arsenals, these Czech guns were rebarreled and rechambered for the 7.62 cartridge, which also appears burned into the stock, buttstock at the back, to make certain that nobody makes the mistake with the old 8mm Mauser round. And we have a really beautiful example then of an Israeli Mauser that would have seen service during the 1950s, made by one of the great Mauser manufacturers of the world in Brno, Czechoslovakia. And we're going to give it its first tryout at the range today. Using surplus 7.62 NATO match ammo here, which I picked up 500 rounds of locally. And we get that. Whoops, there we go. I did find the first round in a test firing a while back could be a little sticky, but it's fine after that. Ooh, very gentle, but yet snappy.
It sounds robust.
Yeah. Fabulous. Oh, that went very smoothly
Very
that
nice.
time.
There we go.
Okay. Yeah, just needs a, there we go.
There we go. Woo!
Woo!
This is exciting. Woo! Well, that's nice.
Is that beautiful cycling?
Beautiful. Woo. Gosh, I like a Mauser. Oh, that is solid. There we go. Smoother now.
Yeah.
We've used it a couple times. Okay. So a little to the right. See how that works. So smooth.
Lovely crisp ejection there.